Okay, so my patient had a traumatic spinal cord injury focusing on C7 and C8. So what C7 and C8 do, they're going to affect joint mobility that control mainly the functions of the arm and hand. They're going to control voluntary movement. So C7 focuses on nerves that control the elbow and finger extensions, and then C8 focuses on the nerves controlling hand movement as well as grasping and releasing objects. They also are going to inhibit lifting things, handling things, and it can inhibit sequencing. So I chose this game, Toilet Paper Roll Darts, as a game to help improve the range of motion in the arm, shoulder, and hand. This game also helps the patient focus on increasing dexterity in his hand while also the overall function of the extremity. I put a time limit on it, so by putting a time limit on the game and requiring the patient to complete the activity in specific steps, works on timing and sequencing simultaneously. So a little bit about my game is I have a game board, which is considered my dart board, and then my dart is considered a toilet paper roll holder. So as you can see on the dart board, it's a little bit harder to see on the camera. So over here the lighter blue is 4 points and the smaller blue is 2 points. The green, 5 points. The green is 2 points and the red is 3 points. So as you can see, or as you saw, they were different shapes, different size circles. So obviously the smaller circle the patient is able to hit into, the more points that they are going to get. So this game is going to be played for 2 minutes. And then after the 2 minutes is up, we are going to switch to the left hand. I will make sure that the workstation is completely clean and completely sanitized. I will bring all of the materials and set them up before the patient arrives. Something that could make this game a little bit harder, because obviously these are light, is using maybe a water bottle, depending on your patient's level, right? Something else is making sure that you could move the paper out further from them, so they're really having to extend and flex their elbow in both arms, or to work on releasing and grasping is each time they touch one, set it down, pick it up, set it down. You may want to allow more time for that specific activity or that specific thing, since it's going to take them more time to set it down and then pick it back up. In a group setting, it would be kind of harder to do, because someone with a traumatic spinal cord injury, you want to make sure that you're really honing in on their goals and their specific needs. If you were in a bigger group, that may be harder to do, especially depending on their fitness level and the degree of difficulty that specific person may or may not be needing. So it may be harder to manage. So if it were a group setting, I wouldn't do more than about 3 people. That way, more than 3 people with the same level of where they're at in their goals. So those 3 people, I can make sure that I am setting a timer. I am focusing on each one of them the best that I can to really make sure that it is a more client-centered approach. I am using the Just Right challenge on all 3 of them, and I am making sure that their goals and needs are met specifically for them. And that's it.